Now, what I'm about to say is fairly universal. It's always been quite controversial, but it's always been very debatable. Without getting too deep and personal, I kind of need to specify that nice girls always seem to go out with the bad guy. You always hear about that naive girl who's in her own little world, who's going out with a so-called lover, yet you can tell that motherfucker is playing her off for another, and she'll naively remain in denial, until eventually one day you see her in an episode of Jeremy Kyle looking a hell of a lot more fragile. Oh, Jeremy, he does love me, and I know he's a nice guy, he'd never do anything to make me cry, he's just going through a bit of a bad phase, and I know that deep down he can change, and it really does respect me, Jeremy. Yeah, right, love, that guy's got the IQ capacity of a Cornish pasty. He thinks misogyny is the name of another country. And then there's that other girl going out of a complete tool who'll get mistreated, beaten, and left feeling defeated. You know, and I'll just think, God, love, why don't you just fucking leave him? But what's frustrating is how you'll just end up being so forgiving, and you'll create this mental gymnastic, and you'll tell yourself everything go back to being fantastic. God, woman, that is fucking pathetic. I mean, while you're going out of that cock, there are some nice guys out there sat at home alone cracking one off into a crusty old gym sack. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, and I sure as hell ain't no David Beckham, but at least I can pride myself on being a gentleman who's capable of showing kindness and affection, you know. Now, don't get me wrong, I buy flowers, go ahead, laugh. I mean, you're going to go out with some guy who's going to make you cry for hours. Now, maybe I'm starting to sound like I'm paraphrasing lines from High Fidelity by Nick Hornby, or maybe I'm starting to sound a little bit like Morrissey being like, why don't anyone like me? Or maybe I'm starting to sound a little bit like George Formby being like, why don't women like me? But I need to take a stab at the fact that nice guys always seem to finish last and end up being these weak, socially broken, romantic outcasts. You know, I absolutely bollocks how every time I meet a girl I like, it just turns into a fucking paradox. I'll get denied any opportunity because they'll tell me how the last relationship ended badly and it left with just commitment issues and insecurities, which, don't get me wrong, that's a fucking tragedy. But to be brutally honest and absolutely forward, which is I need to be, well, to be honest with you, you probably should have just got out with me.